So today the goal is to go to Hell Lake, which is a lake that's just past Ginnette Lake on the Pacific Crest Trail heading south from White Pass. So we're parked today at the Pacific Crest Trailhead, South Trailhead, at White Pass. We're heading on the route you would take if you were going to Shoe Lake or to the Knife's Edge from White Pass. Hell Lake is an unsigned route off of the Pacific Crest Trail. So the goal today is to get a track recorded in all trails and try to get this suggested as a new hike, and to get a good recording of the track, because as I said, the route into Hell Lake is unsigned. It's an unsigned boot trail. So the climb up out of White Pass, of course it's uphill because you're climbing up out of White Pass towards the south side or back side of the White Pass ski area. It's just a steady uphill climb, but it's mild, so nothing difficult. The mosquitoes are thick today, so we're definitely coated in DEET, and if we weren't, we'd be miserable. So that's something to keep in mind if you're heading out this time of year. Either bring the DEET or get eaten. So we're right about 1.6, 1.7 miles in. We'll hit a nice rocky or kind of a talus slope. There'll be a few of these now. Here's some information. And when you hit the talus slopes on the ascent, that's an indicator that you're getting really close to Ginnette Lake. We'll look back on the trail this way. Probably one of the more picturesque spots on the ascent, in my opinion. And again, indicates that you're getting close to Ginnette. So we're 2 miles in. We're arriving at Ginnette Lake, which is a pretty ambitious name for something that's more of a pond than a lake. There's quite a few camp spots at Ginnette Lake, although it's very typical for them this time of year to be completely full. Today we were the only car in the parking lot, so nobody's camped here today. Again, very small lake. I would call it a pond. Plenty of camping spots here. And someone's made their own shelter, it looks like. A little bit of snow left up here on the top, but it looks like that big heat wave from this past week has really put the womp on it, so that's nice. I've had to walk over a couple small patches, and that's been it. So we're right at the 2.2 mile mark, and the trail that goes to Twin Peaks and Round Mountain, which is up above Clear Lake, shoots off to the left or to the south. It's a signed trail, so you'll see the sign for Twin Peaks, Trail 1144. We're going to stay on the PCT. We're going to continue to head west, southwest. The key is that once you hit the Twin Peaks Trail, that's when it keys you that you need to keep your eye open for the boot trail into Hell Lake. So now the rest of the way on the PCT, we're going to be looking off to the left or to the south, trying to pick up the boot trail that will take us back into Hell Lake. So 2.3 miles, so just a tenth of a mile past that sign. Right there is the boot trail that should take us back into Hell Lake. And it's going to be a boot trail, so we just have to try to navigate it as carefully as we can.
Can I pick him up?
No,
Oh, no,
you have DEET all over your hands.
I know.
I don't want
I
you to
just
touch his
remembered
skin. There he goes. He's hoping you don't eat him. Even with the DEET, the mosquitoes are attacking. Looks like it's just a jump across. Just gonna have to go for it. Oh, and back up this way. And onto the boot trail. Got to look for a minute to find it, don't you? It's pretty easy to see, though. It's definitely mucky from the snow melt, though. 2 weeks away from being dried out. So 2.6 miles in, and we're at Hell Lake, which is much more significant in size than Ginnette Lake, and I've already seen fish jumping out there. I know I saw reports that indicated sometimes it's good fishing. Probably depends on when it's stocked and what the stocking schedule is. Definitely a nice campsite at Hell Lake right there.
Why would it be stocked if there aren't any, if it's not on the trails?
Well, there's a boot path in, which means people are coming in to fish it. And it's large enough to where you can probably stock it and not have the fish die off in the winter. Whereas I think Ginnette Lake, because of its small size, they probably have a hard time with winter kill, depending on the severity of the winter weather. This is a nice little lake. So 2.6 miles from White Pass. Is that what I said we were at? 2.6, yeah, from White Pass. So a relatively short hike. Took us just over an hour to get here. And the boot path, super easy to follow. No trouble navigating it. Didn't need GPS or anything like that.
It's only 5.2 miles. 5.2? No, it's 2.6. The whole trail's gonna only be 5.2.
So really the big rule of hiking is anytime someone asks how much further it is to a specific place or destination, you're always supposed to say, oh, it's a mile and a half. Doesn't matter how far it is. That's just the standard answer. Mile and a half. So just a hair over 5 miles, about 5.2 miles roughly. And 2 million mosquitoes later, we're just getting back to the trailhead at White Pass. So Hell Lake is in the bag. It's in the bag.
In the bag.
That's right. So you know what to do. Get outside. Just make sure you bring your DEET, or you're going to be, with a surety, a mosquito snack.